It's on the way. Stand by for Titanfall.
Transferring control to pilot.
Titanfall is much more than just Call of Duty with mechs. Sure, it's an easy enough comparison to make. Some of the biggest names at Respawn came over from Infinity Ward, and the two games do share a frantic, fast-paced style of action. But the similarities end there. Titanfall is fresh, distinct, and very much its own thing. It all starts with how you move around the map. As a pilot running around on foot, you're nothing short of an acrobat. You can dash along walls and use your rocket pack to double jump in mid-air. Chain these two abilities together and there's hardly a building you can't climb in a few seconds flat. This fluid, high-flying style of movement opens up each map in incredible new ways. Plus, you can drop-kick people in mid-air. Hi-ya!
Hey, you're approaching Bravo. Watch for hostiles.
Just how mobile you are depends on how you set your loadout. Add the enhanced parkour kit and you can dash along walls for even longer periods of time. Pair that with the stim pack ability and you'll be running at super speeds with the tap of a button. Of course, you don't have to play like a meth-addled speed freak. The cloak ability lets you sneak around unseen for a brief period of time, while the explosives pack turns you into a one-man demolition crew. But all of that loadout stuff, we've seen it all before. Where Titanfall really paves new ground is in the way it layers all these different levels of conflict within a single match. You've got pilot versus pilot, pilot versus Titan, Titan versus Titan, and that's before you get into the AI soldiers. There are micro battles and macro battles, and it's all thanks to those big, adorable robots. So here's how Titans work. You begin each match with a countdown timer. When that timer reaches 0, you get to call down your very own personal robo-suit. But the better you do in combat, the faster that timer decreases and the sooner you get to hop into your Titan. So this means you're encouraged to kill both enemy players and to farm the AI soldiers, which kind of function like the creeps you'd see in a MOBA. Inside of your Titan, it's a different experience altogether. Aside from the quick dash ability that operates on a cooldown timer, your movements are slow and methodical. You have to quite literally pick your battles because the only way out of a losing fight is the eject button that sends you launching into the sky when you're ready to abandon your Titan.
Caution, you are outnumbered 2-1. Warning, severe reactor damage sustained.
That said, you do have some pretty badass abilities as a Titan. The Vortex Shield allows you to grab bullets which are fired at you and return them to sender. You can equip the Nuclear Ejection perk to set off a giant nuclear blast when you abandon ship, or fire off a blast of electrical smoke for a bit of light chemical warfare. These are powerful machines, but what's remarkable about it all is just how well balanced everything feels. Sure, Titans can punch pilots into bloody explosions of gore, but pilots can also jump on Titans and rodeo them for a relatively easy kill. Hell, one of the most basic parts of the pilot loadout is choosing which anti-Titan weapon to start with. There's one game mode where the pilot versus Titan dynamic gets flipped on its head, and it's called Last Titan Standing. It's a bit like Counter-Strike. Both teams start out as Titans, and when you die, you're done for the round. The winning team is the one with the last Titan standing. Of course, if you eject it before your Titan explodes, you can still run around causing havoc on foot, rodeoing opposing Titans as you try and tip the odds in your team's favour. Other game modes include Attrition, which is basically team deathmatch, and Hardpoint Domination, which is, well, it's basically conquest or domination depending on your shooter of choice. The unique thing about these modes is the way matches end with a brief epilogue. The losing team calls in for an evac ship, and anyone who can hightail it back to the ship on time gets a consolation prize in the form of bonus XP. But the winning team can still shoot down the ship, so it tends to be a chaotic exercise in running for your life. However, if you do make it out as the lone survivor, boy does that feel sweet. And that's Titanfall in a nutshell. It's a fast-paced game with a whole lot going on, but all the different strategies and battles within battles make it feel like something totally new in the world of first-person shooters. Make sure you check GameSpot over the coming days and weeks for even more features on one of the biggest games of 2014, Titanfall.
Titan is attacking you. Warning, a hostile pilot is attached to you. Recommend you disarm and remove the threat manually. Caution. Warning, reactor unstable.
Alright, we got what we came for. Awesome work, team. Mission accomplished.